Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. My name is Shar. This is Dollars into Dreams. Today's video, I am pre-planning my second paycheck of February. All right, guys, so this should be really quick. I've got all my categories wrote out. So for my full-time, I am gonna budget $18.50. I want to stay low. And then my part-time should be back to normal. I budget $8.50. It usually comes in more than that. And then other from my children. Oh, let me put the dates. So this is 2/25 through 3/10. It's just going to be the 240 because they've already given me the money for their cell phone. And then we do not budget for rollover. Okay, so $18.50. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. $8.50, $240. So we have $2,940. That is our goal. I hope you guys are able to enjoy some sunshine because I surely am. I am filming this on President's Day. Yeah, President's Day. I'm off work, so it is perfect timing for me to do a little catch up on filming, like kind of get ahead of myself. So that throughout the week, I'm not trying to film and edit and schedule and upload and get behind. Okay, so mortgage, we are doing our 628. Okay. The MyFICO app, which is my credit monitoring app, is $40 a month. I do whole numbers when I budget, and then when the actual comes in, I break it down and do the cents. The WW app, I am going to budget 12. I am going to call them tomorrow on a Tuesday so that they can give me a definite date of when this is going to cancel, because I keep hitting cancel. It keeps saying it's going to cancel on an undefined date. And then I see the billing cycle and it says it's going to come out again the 28th of February. So we're about to have some conversations. So then pest control will be 55. And then I'm going to budget. Now this is what I'm paying for March. Did I write on my calendar? Okay, so for February, it was 116. So I'm going to do, just going to say 120. And then my city was 182 for February. So we're going to do 200. And I got a nice little buffer in my bills account because for the last paycheck in January, I budgeted like $250 for my city utilities, and I set that money aside. It came in at 182, so the rest of the money just sat in my checking account or my bills account. And then for my mortgage savings, we're doing 88, and we're doing that bi-weekly until the last paycheck, I believe, the last paycheck of March. And then I will pull those funds and use that to offset. No, is that right? Yes, I will use those funds in May to offset for May's mortgage. So that basically means that first paycheck that's going to be really low in April, I won't have to set any money aside for my mortgage. I will only need to set the second half aside with the second paycheck of April, which will be a normal paycheck. Okay, so then cruise payment is going to be $320. Clearly, I can't write today. All right, so our total for our fixed expenses will be $1,463. And then I'm going to subtract that from our income of $2,940. So that's going to be $1,477. Then we come over here to my variable expenses. And my goal is to always do 400 for Discover. And I really try, or have been trying. The weather and sickliness and all these things have been getting me, but I've been trying to do at least 900 or more each month, because then that will get me on track to make sure that this is paid off before December of 2026. And I believe January 2027 is when the promotion ends. January or February 2027. And it's at 0%. So then therapy, we're going to do 130. Medication, we're not going to do anything. We have, let me make sure while it's here, because in planning, I need to make sure that I have enough. So we have 138 in my medication envelope. And last time I got my medicine, let's say that was 55. So I need medication for March and April times 2. So I have a little over 2 months worth. So we'll be fine for not putting anything aside this paycheck. And then for groceries, we're going to do 180. That's $90 a week. Home is 20. Fuel is 160. That's $80 a week. Spending is 50. Eating out is 60. Miscellaneous is 10. And then a buffer we do is 10. This is my buffer for my bills account. That way, when these variable ones over here, like natural gas and city utilities, they're not fixed in the sense that they stay the same each month. But in my mind, they're fixed as in I have to have them to live, to be in my home, to maintain my home. Like I need to have gas, I need to have water, I need to have electricity. So they're fixed and there's no option to not have them, right? That's what fixed means to me. Variable is gross, like my wallet stuff can fluctuate. Yes, therapy is optional, but I really need it. But I still keep it in the variable because if it needs to go, and there's been times that I have taken my therapy down to one time a month. I think that was like a year or so ago. And I did that for like 4 or 5 months when money was tight, before I even started this channel. And I did it once a month because I knew my copay started over and I was paying off a lot of debt and things and I just didn't have it. So that's an option. I can always go down to 1 time a month instead of 2 times a month. 1 therapy session a month is better than none. And it's definitely better than 2 if I can't afford to. Medication is optional, not optional. Medication is not optional, but the amount is variable depending on me reaching my deductible, depending on the medicines that need to be filled that month, because not all of them need to be filled each month. So that's a variable amount, which is why I try and keep a good amount in like my little sinking fund envelope, because if a month or 2 gets tight, I don't need to set money aside because I have it already in my envelope. Bills buffer, of course, that can go. I don't need that. I have a nice little buffer. I don't know where I was going with that rant, but y'all get it. I'm so sorry. So discover, our variable total is, honey, I went off on a whole tangent and I can't even tell you why. Oh my God, it's hilarious. Okay, so this section is a 1,020. I think I went off on that tangent because I was saying variable expenses. Sorry, y'all. Okay, so then that leaves me with $457 to come down here. So home maintenance is going to be $75. That is an automatic transfer. An Ally is an automatic transfer. So then that leaves me with $372. And I'm going to stick that all to my sinking funds because that's what I need for my sinking funds. So let's make sure that that is correct. What? Okay, so $457 is the total. So that leaves us with a zero-based budget. And then if my income comes in over this, then the overage will definitely go to, right now, it's not going to pay extra to my credit card. I need at least $400 for my sinking fund, so I will add some more to my sinking funds and cruise savings slash spending, because there's a couple of clothes items that I need, swimsuit, shorts, all of those things. I have money saved for my sandals. We're good there. I do have money saved in my wardrobe or clothes envelope, but I have a feeling I may need a little more. So, and then what else? And then just some cash and things that I need to, that I want to take with me. And we'll see where that goes. Okay. Quick little video. So I said, that is all that I have for you guys. I thank you for tuning in. If you are not subscribed and you like this type of content, real numbers, budgeting, cash planning, savings, sinking funds, debt payoff journey, I encourage you to subscribe to my channel, like this, comment, share, hype the video. All of those things is much appreciated, and it does help my channel. And until I see you in my next video, I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye.